Welcome back to Philly Chevy Giant. It's Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard and Bustleton right here, as Steve likes to say,
in the greater Northeast.
My name is Greg Hennis. That's Steve Silverio, and we are back in 2016 here at Philly Chevy Giant, Gordon Chevrolet, which, by the way, Steve, is the biggest Chevrolet dealership right here in the city of Philadelphia, is Gordon Chevrolet.
We're Philly's Chevy Giant.
Now, with Philly Chevy Giant, and the fact is that you are known for one thing and one thing only, and what is that one thing, Steve?
The one thing we're noted for within hours of Philadelphia is just do the deal.
And obviously you got that reputation of just doing the deal by doing things that were not in the traditional way of doing things, as far as promotions, events, sales, delivering cars, the way you do it. I mean, first of all, you are on the showroom floor. You're not back in an office up.
Steve, we have a customer here. His name is Mike Brown. He has a 2009 Altima. He's buried in his trade at least $8,000. He has $1,500 down. He really needs a car. He has 3 children. He's a hard-working man. What can we do for him?
Well, starting off, we got to get him out of that car, and we got to figure out a way to get rid of that $8,000. Here's what I suggest, and get Kevin behind me to do this. Call the bank. Get the bank to give us a little bit more money on a loan. You've got $3,500 in rebates. That's going to help. Get another $3,500 from the bank, and then we'll give another $3,000 ourselves, and that'll get them out of the car, and let the customer know that we're going to be making the next 12 payments on top of all that.
Okay, excellent. Mr. Mike will be very happy. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Hey, what is it? Just do the deal.
So wait a minute. We haven't even got to the event yet, and you're talking about something that sounds like no payment for an entire year. Is that what you just told him?
Yeah. Let me explain the deal to you as everybody's coming up.
Just do 0 down or something like that. People would probably, you know, they're
0 down. We guarantee getting you finance. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But here, we're going to extend 12 payments for the next 12 months till March 2017. You're not going to have any payments.
So wait a minute.
What car you purchased from us?
I'm going to come here in the month of January, and I'm going to buy a car.
Hey, I'm back here working deals, and did I just hear you say we're doing no payments for a year, and we're doing trade amnesty?
And we're doing trade amnesty. We're doing both.
Okay, that's a little more complicated than some of the stuff we usually do, and that's a heck of an offer, as always, for the customer. But you know, you're back to getting me a little nervous again here, Steve.
It's January.
I know it is, and it's definitely getting cold.
Guarantees a great finish. Let's start the year off right, and let's give everything we've got into this month to get this thing started off the right way.
I mean, you guys sure it shouldn't be like, you know, we'll make your payment for an entire year, or
I like that, Greg.
Trade amnesty. I'm sure you like it. Steve, what do you think? Should we just do that and say, just do the deal?
I think that would make Kevin's job a lot easier, but we're not here to make Steve's job any easier and Kevin's job any easier. What are we here to do?
Sell the cars, and at the end of the day, Steve wants to look at you and say,
just do the deal.
So, Steve, with that in mind, what are we going to do?
We're going to just do the deal. We're going to give him as much money as it takes to get him out of that trade. And
ready, Kevin?
And get that trade paid off.
Trade amnesty.
Trade amnesty, and start him with a new loan that for the first 12 months of that loan, it's compliments of Gordon Chevrolet.
So we're going to make their payment for an entire year, which means March 1st, Kevin.
Absolutely.
And trade amnesty. So if I owe $5,000 more than my trade is worth, that's something that you'll entertain with trade amnesty.
Greg, if you owe $10,000 more, $10,000 more,
Kevin, you better close your ears.
I'm wincing, Greg.
I'll entertain that.
So when you say trade amnesty, you really mean trade amnesty.
I really mean trade amnesty.
And when you talk about making your payment for an entire year till March of 2017, you really mean you're making your payments till March of 2017 and trade amnesty.
And trade amnesty.
Now, what about somebody that's concerned about when they come here to Gordon Chevrolet that before they can do anything else, the salesman is going to bring them inside and run their credit before they even talk to them about a car? What about those situations? Should they be worried about that upfront credit?
No. Customer still, same drill. Customer comes in, picks out a car that they want to take, drive home today in.
You still haven't run their credit, though.
We don't have to. Our job is to get the customer the car that they want, and our job is to make sure that the bank buys the car that they want, not the car we want, not the car they want, but the car the customer wants. We're going to get them in that car. Our job is to make sure that we can pay off their car and get them out of that first loan. whether it was a mistake or not, we're going to get them out of that loan and we're going to start them fresh, and we're going to make their next 12 payments for them.
Now, yes.
I'll tell you what, even with, the promotions and all that, we're still going to be doing the things that we're always good at, like Steve says. I mean, no upfront credit check, because like we always say here, if we don't have the vehicle you want to buy, your credit doesn't really matter. We're still going to be doing guaranteed credit approval. We're still going to be doing credit rebuilding programs. Like I always say, we do have some of the finest rates from some of the best prime banks in the country.
Easy for you to say.
Correct. But, now we have the promotion for 12 months of payments. And, I mean, if you want to have a strong start to the new year, I'm with you, I guess, Steve.
All right, so I want to ask you a question. Just hold on one second, Steve. Now, Kevin, just between you and I and a few million of our friends,
Right.
Is Steve really on this showroom floor every day? I mean, there's offices upstairs. That's really his office upstairs, isn't it?
No, Steve's office is right around the corner.
Really?
Yep, we've showed you that before. This is my office right behind
That
us.
just wasn't for the sake of the commercial.
Absolutely not. Steve is always up here in front of my office, working deals, talking to me, working with the banks, working with the salespeople, working with the customers. Really on the floor every day.
Now, let me just ask you this question.
Sure.
If I come here to Gordon Chevrolet, Philly's Chevy Giant, and I have a great experience with my salesman,
Sure.
but the deal is this close and I need to get it all the way, and push comes to shove and you've done all you can do, you're all you're authorized to do,
Correct.
all the salesman's authorized to do, will you really get Steve and let Steve come over to them and make that gap close? And ultimately, Steve's going to look him in the eye and say, if that's what it takes, I'm just going to
Do the deal.
Does he really do that?
It really does happen. It really does happen every day. Plenty of our customers have met Steve. Plenty of our customers have heard him say, just do the deal. That absolutely happens here every single day of the week.
And Steve, does he really pick up the phone and talk to the banks himself? I mean, does he do that for real?
100% every day. All of our bank analysts know Steve, know his voice, know his name, seen him on the commercials with us. They all do have a relationship with Steve, yep.
Now, obviously, you've been in the car business a long time.
Long time.
How unusual is it that a guy like Steve is on the floor, works with the banks, and gets involved in deals and doesn't spend his time in the office? How unusual is that for a dealership?
It's very unusual. I've been doing this almost 20 years. I've worked for a lot of different dealerships. I've worked with a lot of different owners, and Steve is the only owner that I have ever met that does these kind of things. I mean, usually those guys are, like you said, upstairs in the office, get somebody else to handle any problems. Steve will jump right in, handle the problems himself, get on the phone with the bank, talk to the customers, all of it.
And when it's all said and done, does Steve actually look at the customer and actually say those magic words to the customer?
Just do the deal. He does every day.
So, Steve, look at the customers, tell them to come in here and say that word.
Just do the deal.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's now through the close of business Saturday, right, Steve?
That's absolutely right.
And what happens when the doors close on Saturday, the lights go out? Is this offer over?
It's over. As of Saturday, till the doors close, the last customer leaves, the sale's on. After that, it's over.
So if I come in here Thursday, it's on.
It's on.
If I come here Friday, is it on?
It's on.
If I come here Saturday till the last customer leaves, it's on?
It's on.
And what is the deal we're giving, Steve? Look at the folks and tell them what we're doing now through the close of business Saturday.
It's trade amnesty and make 12 payments until March of 2017.
And by the way, it's not either or, but you get them
Both.
both right here at Philly Chevy Giant. Remember, we'll make your payment for an entire year. Your first payment is not due until March of 2017. That's a lot of payments that they're making right here. Oh, hold on.
Steve, Kevin called, tried everything he could. Guy's still not getting bought on the Tahoe. I wanted to see if you could actually personally call, see if the guy can get on the Tahoe. It's $1,000 car payment almost. He's okay with that. He loves the truck. He's got a lot of negative equity. He's about $12,000 in negative equity. The banks just aren't approving him for that much. I want to see if there's anything you could possibly do. Call the bank and see if they'll approve it.
Is the bank on the phone right now?
Yes, it is.
Kevin's got it right now? Yes. Let me see the deal. Hold on one second.
What's going on here? Kevin.
Kevin, you got the bank on the phone?
I do actually. If you could talk to him real quick for me, Steve. Andrew's deal's pretty tough here.
Yvonne.
What's he doing, Kevin?
Right now he's talking to the analyst. A lot of times I'll take things as far as I can, but a lot of these banks we do so much business with that they'll go above and beyond for Steve, especially if he gets on the phone. He says, look, these are good people. We're really digging deep for him here. We're stretching on the trade. We're not really making any money on the car whatsoever. We're just trying to do a favor for somebody, for somebody that's in our community. Like I said before, we've been here 3 years and we try to take care of people. They'll stretch a little more for him than me.
I want to listen to him in action. Let's listen.
What I'd like to do is put him into the Tahoe. You need to make that happen for us. Yes. Yes. No, I can't get a cosigner. No. No problem at all. Also, you sure?
Just about every day.
And what's the rate going to be? 6 1/4, good? 6 1/4%. All right. Hey, Yvonne, just do the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve gets on the phone and does the deal with the bank himself. Steve, you really do that.
That's it.
That's a double bell. That's a double
That's
bell.
a double bell. That's a double
That's a
bell.
double ringer there. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember now through the close of business Saturday, come here to Philly Chevy Giant. Why do they call it Philly Chevy Giant? Because, quite frankly, Steve is telling you that he's going to do what nobody else will. And that, in addition to doing the deals, right, Steve?
Right.
You are going to make 12 payments until March of 2017 and trade amnesty. So if they're $5,000 upside down, trade amnesty. If they're $10,000 upside down, still trade amnesty?
Still trade amnesty.
No upfront credit, right?
No upfront credit.
And even if their credit is pretty nicked up and pretty banged up, you're still going to work with them?
We're still going to work with them.
Should they come into the dealership?
Absolutely. Just come on down.
What if I'm in New Jersey? Should I come to the dealership?
Absolutely.
If I'm in Delaware, the great state of Delaware, should I come to the dealership?
Absolutely.
What if I'm in Bucks County?
Bucks County, come on down.
What if I'm in the Lehigh Valley or Montgomery County or Chester County or Philadelphia County? Should I come to the dealership?
If you've seen the commercial, no matter how far away you are, you come on down.
And at the end of the day, if it's deals to be had, you're going to make it happen?
What I want you to do is if you're working these deals, you'll see me on the showroom floor. I want you to ask for me. I want you to say, Steve, come on over here. I need to make the deal that you want. Close a business on Saturday.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you need an automobile, and actually, Steve, with a promotion like this, I know some of the other promotions you've ran, people have actually come to the dealership and said, I wasn't really in the market for a car, but the promotion that you had at that particular time was spectacular. This sounds like one of those promotions that even if I haven't been thinking about buying a car, if I've been thinking about a car a year from now, why wouldn't I get it now? Because I could take the benefits of it now because we're making your payment for an entire year. That's a great benefit to do it now.
You're exactly right. I mean, think about it. They're not going to be making a payment in the spring.
No.
No payments through the summer. No payments through the fall. No payments through Christmas of this year. No payments until spring of next year.
March 1st of 2017.
Absolutely right.
It's not March 1st of 2016, it's 17.
And trade amnesty, so the car that you've been making payments on, that you're going nowhere with, that you owe too much money on, you're out of that now also.
Why do you put it all together here at Gordon Chevrolet? Because let's face it, the easy thing to do is to do a either or. But you're putting it all together. Why, Steve? Why? Just do the deal. Just do the deal. Why do it?
Because that's our job. That's exactly what we do. We just do the deal. Hey, listen, customers can go to any dealer, and everybody will tell them you need $8,000 down. You're upside down in your trade. I need $5,000 here. Here's the car I got to put you in. You can't buy that car.
Got a problem.
I have customers here. It's a husband and wife, real low credit score, medical issues, bills, a little bit in the past. They've been all over the area. Everybody wants to get them done with $6,000 down on a used car. What they really want is a new Malibu. No money down, pay off their old trade. They never had a new car ever.
Never had a new car.
Never had a new car.
Here's what I'll tell you to do. We've got big rebates. We've got up to $5,000 on these Malibus this month in January. Call that deal in on the Malibu with $5,000 down. If they can put up the taxes, fine. If they can't, waive it and have him call it into our finance source and let him know what we're doing. And if I have to, I'll get on the phone because guess what, Kevin? We're just going to do the deal.
Okay, thanks.
Wow, unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Steve, I mean, these are tough situations. I mean, you know, people that have troubles like that really need transportation like you, anybody does. Those people, they come here to Gordon Chevrolet, and you're actually giving them an opportunity to drive away when they probably wouldn't get an opportunity elsewhere because you're going to do the things to make it happen. I mean, you're going to take those deals that will probably be kicked to the curb elsewhere. You're going to will them into existence here at Gordon Chevrolet. That's the difference, I think.
Well, customers know they come here. We work as hard as we have to work to get that deal done for that customer.
Is that why you're Philly Chevy Giant? Because you work harder than everybody else to make those deals happen?
That's why we're as successful as we are, and we are Philadelphia Chevy Giant. We are the #1 Chevy dealer in Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, hold on. Go ahead.
Boss, we have a guest here from Delaware. He has $7,100 negative equity, and he has no money to put down. His credit it does have some issues. I don't know what else to tell the guy besides,
Did somebody appraise the trade already?
yeah, the trade's already been appraised. He's $7,000 negative
They
equity.
put on that trade.
13,000.
What kind of car is it, by the way?
It's a 2012 Malibu.
2012 Malibu. It's got the right miles on it. I've seen the car on the front. It's a good-looking car. It's got leather. It's got a sunroof. I can sell that car here, and they're $7,000 upside down.
I got it. Thank you.
Hold on.
I just got off the bank for Brian's deal right here. If we get an extra $1,500 on this, I can get them to stretch the rest of the way. And we can put this deal together.
That's what I'm talking about. That bank just wants to do the deal.
Say it, Steve. Say it, Steve.
$1,500 and just do the deal.
Ryan, what do you say to that?
Thank you, boss.
Say, just do the deal. Come on.
Just do the deal.
Do the deal, Brian.
It's Gordon Chevrolet. It's Philly Chevy Giant. Remember, we'll make your payment for an entire year now through the close of business Saturday, and couple that with trade amnesty, which means regardless of your situation, upside down, $5,000 out of equity, $10,000 out of equity. Steve's going to get that trade paid off, and you're going to drive away today and not make a payment until March of 2017.
Exactly.
Steve, when it's all said and done, it's just do the deal. It's Gordon Chevrolet. Oh, hold on.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Alex.
Hey Steve, I got a customer that came in from New Jersey, been shopping everywhere. Everyone keeps giving them different numbers and stuff like that, and they're getting a little agitated. So what I told them is that I can do it at invoice, minus rebates, but they want to know if we can make the payments for a year on a brand new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
So you're selling the car at pretty much dealer cost, all right?
That's correct.
And you're going to make the 12 payments for them.
That's correct.
And they'll do the business with us today.
Right now.
Alex, just do the deal.
Steve, I think you better ring that bell yourself. Yeah, you ring it yourself. Get over here, ring that. Ladies and gentlemen, ring it. It's showtime. It's going on now through the close of business. Remember, we'll make your payments now through the end of the business Saturday, through the close of business Saturday until March of 2017, along with trade amnesty. But remember, it's not next week. It's not the following week. It's this week through the close of business. Remember, when Steve says,
just do the deal.
what does Steve really mean?
Just do the deal.
It's Gordon Chevrolet. It's Philly Chevy Giant on the Boulevard in Bustleton. Where at, Steve?
In the greater Northeast.
Just do the deal. Just do the deal. Just do the deal. Now until the close of business Saturday, only here at Gordon Chevrolet. Buy any new or used car on the lot, and we'll make your payments for an entire year. Plus, pay off your trade with trade amnesty. When Steve says just do the deal, he really means just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
Here at Gordon Chevrolet, Philly Chevy Giant, the place where they're going to make your payment until March of 2017 for an entire year, and trade amnesty, because when Steve says just do the deal, he really means just do the deal. And we want to introduce you right now to Alex Garcia. He is one of the bilingual speaking managers here at Gordon Chevrolet. First of all, Alex, thanks for joining us, but how do you say just do the deal in Spanish? I want to hear it.
Hacemos el trato.
Say it again.
Hacemos el trato.
And when you come here to Gordon Chevrolet, if it's easier for you to speak Spanish, come see this guy. Look him out, find him, get him to help you, and he'll work with you. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, but if someone comes here and they're stuck into a real tough situation that you don't have the ability, or Kevin doesn't have the ability to get handled, you'll actually bring them to Steve in the showroom and let them explain the problem to Steve. You'll translate for them and help them get it done, correct?
Correct, 100%, the entire transaction.
And just so folks really do understand that when they come to the dealership, whether it's a sale day or any time the dealership is open, it is very common to see Steve on the showroom floor, correct?
100%, he's here from morning to nighttime.
And he loves to say, just do the deal, or as Alex likes to say, how do you say it in Spanish again?
Hacemos el trato.
All right, Alex, so since you speak Spanish, there's a lot of people out there that would prefer to hear it in Spanish. What we're offering now through the close of business Saturday here at Gordon Chevrolet, Philly Chevy Giant. Say something to the folks in Spanish at home.
Not a problem. Ok, si vienen aquí a Gordon Chevrolet, lo que estamos haciendo el pagaré por un año entero. Por un año entero hasta marzo 2017. No importa el auto, autos nuevos, autos usados, no importa el crédito. Si tienes Social Security, lo podemos ayudar. Si tienen bancarrota, podemos ayudar. Si tienen child support, podemos ayudar. No importa el crédito. Tenemos diferentes programas para todo el mundo con diferentes tipos de crédito. Yo hablo español, tengo muchos vendedores que hablan español también aquí en Gordon Chevrolet. Tiene una comunidad latina aquí, ven a verme. No importa el auto que escojan, lo que vamos a hacer el pagaré hasta marzo 2017. Hasta el final del sábado le vamos a pagar el auto hasta 2017. No importa el crédito, no importa si tienen dinero. Y lo que vamos a hacer, si debes dinero en el auto de ustedes, vamos a pagar el auto completo, no importa lo que debes para otro banco, le vamos a pagar el auto y poner un auto nuevo y hacerle el pago hasta el 2017 de marzo. No importa el crédito, no tengan miedo, ven a verme aquí que vamos a hacer el trato.
Steve said, just do the deal. Just do the deal. Just do the deal. Just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, now through the close of business Saturday here at Philly Chevy Giant Gordon Chevrolet, Steve says,
Just do the deal.
and right now through the close of business Saturday, Steve, what is the deal through the close of business Saturday if they're just joining us?
First of all, we have trade amnesty. Second of all, we have no payments till March of 2017.
Now, Steve, when I first came here to Gordon Chevrolet, one of the things you told me is that I am different. I am not your typical owner. I am different than any other dealership that you've ever come to or probably will ever go to. So, Steve, I want you to take the next minute or two, look at the folks straight in the eye, tell them why you're different.
Here's why I think I'm different at Gordon Chevrolet. I'm on the floor all day. I'm closing car deals. I'm talking to the banks. I'm talking to the customers. If you need anything, you've got anything that didn't work out to your advantage, you've got anything that worked out that you loved, you got to let me know. I'm on the showroom floor. How many times do you walk into a car dealership and you got a problem and you say, listen, I need to talk to somebody and nobody's available? The GM's in a meeting. The owner's nowhere to be found. You'll find me on the showroom floor. You can get to me within probably 10 or 15 minutes. You know where I am. I'm right here. Just ask for me.
Now, is there a situation that you don't want to hear about? Is there something that somebody can present to you that you would not want to hear about as far as a car deal?
The only situation I really don't want to hear about is you not buying a car. Every other situation I want to hear about.
So this trade amnesty that we're talking about, is it really what we're hearing that you're going to make sure that you're going to get them out of their trade if it's upside down, if it's 5,000, if it's 10,000, whatever the number, you're going to help them out? Is that really that easy? Oh, hold on a second.
My customer just shifted gears on me, and he was on a Malibu, and now he wants to get into a cruise this time. He has a 01 Honda Accord, and he's asking for more money for his trade.
When you say more money, how much more money does he want?
Well, we already appraised the vehicle at $3,000. He wants more money for his trade.
$1,000 for a 147,000 mile 01 Honda.
Yes.
My God, that's a ton of money already. How much more do we have to give him?
Before you go, Steve, look, this guy's not telling you the whole truth. It's got a bad tranny in this car. He's got a bad tranny. It has no first, no second.
We've already told the customer we're going to give him $3,000. And we're short on the deal right now about $1,800.
And that's before the bad training.
And that's before the bad training. But you've already told them $3,000. You've got to live up to what you said. Give them the $3,000. And guess what?
Just do the deal?
Just do the deal and give them the other $1,800.
Bad training and all?
I have to get back to my customers. So what should I do with this customer, Steve?
You do it. You do it.
Just do the deal. Just do the deal.
And now through the close of business Saturday, he is going to make your payments for an entire year until March of 2017. There is another deal. I mean, Steve, since we've been doing this program, you know how many deals have been put out? It's amazing.
We've got already, in the 4 hours that we've been doing this, 16 deals already.
I mean, it's amazing. It is amazing. And in addition to those 16 deals, Steve, trade amnesty, that is huge. You are getting people out of trades that they never thought humanly possible, deals that nobody else would even look at. I think that's one of the advantages of you being on the floor, because you're getting wind of these deals and you're pulling the strings, you're putting it together, you're putting the rebates together, you're making it happen, in addition to making their payments until March of 2017. Now that's something to just do the deal about.
Let's just do the deal.
I don't think I can hear you say that enough. Steve, say it again.
Philadelphia, let's just do the deal.
What about New Jersey?
Just do the deal, New Jersey.
What about Delaware?
Delaware, just do the deal.
What about the Lehigh Valley?
Lehigh Valley, come on down and just do the deal.
What if they're down in Maryland?
Maryland, okay, just do the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could see Steve, if you can hear Steve, you could find Steve at the corner of Bustleton and the Boulevard right here at Philly's Chevrolet Giant. It's Gordon Chevrolet. It's at the Boulevard in Bustleton right here in where at in the Great Northeast?
We're in the greater Northeast on the corner of Bustleton and Roosevelt Boulevard.
And when you come here between now and the close of business Saturday, here's what's going to happen. You're going to find how many vehicles from which to choose, Steve, brand new and pre-owned, on the floor.
You've got over 400 vehicles to choose from, new and used.
Take your pick and take advantage of this incredible deal. They will make your payment for an entire until March of 2017, right?
March 2017.
Steve, Kevin needs you here. Hold on.
Hey, look, Steve, I got the bank on the phone. I got Shannon's customers here. They're very upside down on the trade. The bank's telling me that they're only going to do 100% of invoice on the new car. I need to get them bumped up a little bit. Can you help me out? Ron.
Ron, how are you? How you doing? Hey, listen, Kevin's talking to you about this deal. I know. The value of the vehicle they're buying, plus the value we have to put on the trade. Let me ask you a question. If I come up another $2,500 on the trade, can you help me put this deal together and give me a little bit better advance on it? And by the way, too, I'm going to need a 3-point rate reduction for the customer. I know they're a 510 Beacon. Would you send that over, please? Hey, Ron, listen, just do the deal. All right, Ron, thank you very much.
Steve, you make it happen. And ladies and gentlemen, do you want that to happen? Are you ready to drive away today? This is the place. This is a party. This is your invitation right here at the Boulevard and Bustleton Avenue. Where at, Steve?
In the greater Northeast. And by the way, Greg, I just want to say, after that conversation with the bank, I've got to say, there's nobody more supportive than our banks. I got to tell you, if it wasn't for our banks in a lot of cases and the customers, but the banks do a hell of a job working with us and getting these deals over the curb. So I just want to say it out to the banks also. If you're out there, banks that do business with Gordon Chevrolet, I just want to thank you also for your support.
And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love the deal going on now through the close of business Saturday. But I can tell you one thing, with a deal like this, Steve, you're not going to extend it, that's for sure. Now through the close of business Saturday, they will make your payment for an entire year. Until when?
2017, March 1st.
And in addition to that, $5,000 out of equity, $10,000 out of equity. Steve's going to flip your right side up. What is that called, Steve?
Trade amnesty.
And ladies and gentlemen, not only do you get the trade amnesty, you get the payments, you get it all right here at Philadelphia Chevrolet Giant. But remember, this is a party. It's now through the close of business Saturday. When it's over, it's over. So remember, come in here to Philly Chevy Giant on the Boulevard in Bustleton in the Great Northeast. Now through the close of business Saturday, they'll make your payments until March of 2017 and take advantage of trade amnesty. Remember, when Steve says,
just do the deal,
he really does mean,
just do the deal, Philadelphia.
It's right here at Philly Chevy Giant. It's Gordon Chevrolet. We'll see you when you get here. Remember, we're making your payments till March of 2017 right here at Gordon Chevrolet. That's Steve Silverio. I'm Greg Hennes. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you when you get here. And remember,
just do the deal
at Gordon Chevrolet.
Now until the close of business Saturday here at Gordon Chevrolet, we'll be making your first 12 payments plus giving you trade amnesty. So that means
no payment in February 2016.
No payment in March 2016.
No payment in April 2016.
No payment in May 2016.
No payment in June 2016.
No payment in July 2016.
No payment in August 2016.
No payment in September 2016.
No payment in October 2016.
No payment in November 2016.
No payment in December 2016.
No payment in January 2017.
No payment in February 2017.
And that brings us all the way to March 2017 when you'll be making your first payment, only here at Gordon Chevrolet, where Steve says, just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
Advantage Broadcasting. Move ahead.